for some activities in a yama ubibia aquaba. Na ebusia enye say MPP Amani Okono recent poller a year Musa Dankwa ono and a executive director at the global info analytics. Enye say or the poll any predictions be ebana ebusia for enye ebeka ya predictions are Musa Dankwa at the above from 2024 and the about 2025 eba besi akwetia recent elections are a course you mu and the predictions are the abenyina eye adia abem chese aweke na in fact recent poll of the buy e we MPP Amani Okono flag bearership race ekoso no mu chese Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ana sese no wodi kan na ende ye free MPP Amani Okono mu akopie mu e we NDC Amani Okono emu e we presidential race and also ekoso e we honom no dia na je se enchai ana Musa Dankwa edi information bi de ba montene se Asiedu Nketsia ana lead e we flag bearership race and also ekoso NDC Amani Okono emu na in fact you are there ba ended there e be shock you papa esan say na obian susu say sa nipa no ana obehuru edi kan na nde nipa ye ka na ho asap yewura Haruna Idrisu ono na ye education minister edema oman Ghana na in fact according to global info analytics Haruna Idrisu ana say no we huru edi kan a chese ende ne ende ya enkodu December na say NDC Amani Okono e ka say omo to aba e de yi omo flag bearer ono Haruna Idrisu ana betimi ay flag bearer e de ama NDC Amani Okono na in fact according to global info analytics Asiedu Nketsia ana eba after Haruna Idrisu na okuzeto ablaka ana etwato okra abusia enye asenketo na so na amanfo bi e ka sanka okuzeto ablaka or stand chance sanka no so betimi ay flag bearer e NDC Amani Okono emu na nipa ba konso a ne de e shoki amanfo papa yewura Julius Debra na ka enyina nim se sanka bia Asiedu Nketsia efriwa na ka ono na eba ana so ono krampo ya apa Asiedu Nketsia ho na so nde bibi oda de ebusia enye asankito mepese beko na yakotie Musa Dankwa oni multimedia fo bi etwetwe nkoma na wode sa information ni nyina ede tuga yenkoi na yentie Musa Dankwa ne predictions ande otumedia ba Martina chesende ukopiem ewo Haruna Idrisu na kachia wo Jubilation enye asankito yenko na yenkotie ba de mu bia no ye de beto aso.
These individuals are lacing their boots for presidency. How is it looking like? Global Info Analytics is out with a poll. They did that earlier this year with Haruna and the others in the mix. Let me bring in Musa Dankwa, who's the Executive Director for Global Info Analytics. He's joining us via Zoom. Thank you, sir, for your time. So let's do this. Why is Asiedu Nketsia in all of this, in the mix? I recall when the first poll was out, Asiedu Nketsia was then lagging behind, but now you say there's a significant improvement. Tell us about it.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, the first poll that was conducted in April, he was barely around 13%. Subsequent to that, in July, he rose to 27%.
Oh, 27.
So we saw his number doubling from 13 to 26%. So in terms of gain, he was the one that made a huge gain from the previous poll, in addition to Atufosin.
So who's leading on this new list? And are you still keeping the same list? Because in the last list, I think Julius Debra was not on that list, right?
Yes, we were showing the top 5, which at the time he wasn't. Now Debra is on the list. If you look at the list we released last week before we started the tracking poll, you have Haruna Idrisu, you have Atufosin, you have Asiedu Nketsia, you have Debra, you have Ablakwa, and all the big guns who we are believing that may have interest, even though some may not in the poll, or we have them there.
So now let's do this. Who's number 1 on the list, and where's Johnson Asiedu Nketsia as opposed to the chief of staff? Where do we place all of them now?
The most recent poll, which is the July poll, has Haruna Idrisu on top, followed by Asiedu Nketsia, then Atufosin, then Julius Debra, then Ablakwa.
Oh, so there's Atufosin in the mix. Do you have a clear percentage point for all of these individuals, if you can run us through?
Yes, if you look at the poll, Haruna Idrisu on 27% as at the July poll.
Yeah.
Asiedu Nketsia on 26%. Atuforsen on 22%, Deborah on 11%, Ablakwa on 8%.
So now the top 5 has completely changed. Any reason for which the vice president is no longer featuring on this list now? Because the initial one...
We took the decision to take it out for a number of reasons. We don't want to put that in public. But it's our own decision. If there's confirmation that she's going to contest, we'll bring her back.
And of course, I would want to talk about Atuforsen. Why Atuforsen, and why is he also picking up so fast?
Right, it's quite strange. In fact, if you look at the people who are probably doing very well, they're the ones who have not declared any publicly interest or shown any action in public that they want to contest. So if you see Haruna Idrisu, very, very little from him as far as his ambition is concerned, but people know that he's going to contest because of some of the things he's said in the past. But Atuforsen is the surprising one. There's no indication whatsoever that he's going to contest. And also Ablakwa. But they are getting very good numbers so far. And if they haven't declared any intention, they are doing this well. We don't know what will happen if they do declare.
Yeah. Okay. Are you beginning to do permutations already? Say, for instance, in my mind now, I'm looking at possibly Asiedu Nketsia against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Asiedu Nketsia against Kennedy Japan. These are at least the leading names in the NPP. Are you beginning to do some of the permutations already? How is it going to be looking like?
Yes, we've set out a criteria for one to qualify to be in the head-to-head. The criteria is that if you are on the MPP circuit, you must at least have 10% point from the public support for us to include you as a head-to-head candidate. And the same thing applies to NDC. When we did that for the NDC, only 4 people qualified: Haruna Idrisu, Julius Deborah, Atuforsen, and Asiedu Nketsia. So we ran head-to-head for these 4 candidates against the 2 candidates, which is MPP, Dr. Bawumia, and Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
We have a head-to-head to Haruna, and the 2 of the MPP candidates, Atuforsen and 2 of the MPP candidates, Mosquito and the 2 MPP candidates, and Deborah with 2 MPP candidates.
That'll be an interesting one. I'm waiting for that. But let's do the NPP side. You have Ken, you have Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Have you run that already?
It's currently ongoing, yes. It's ongoing.
And it's looking like...
No, I don't want to take the cat out of the bag. But it's going to be fascinating weeks ahead.
Wow. So it's coming up in the next few days. Give us a sense, if you're not going to give us figures, of what some of the critical deciding factors for the NPP guys too as well.
Look, I don't want to let anything out, but we are seeing phenomenal and trend that we are observing. The key thing we've seen is that the NDC voters prefer MPP to elect Bawumia, and the MPP voters prefer NDC to elect Mosquito or Haruna Idrisu.
Are they doing that from a good heart, a good place, if I should say, or they want someone who they can easily...
I don't want to answer that.
Or they want someone who they can easily... Because I'm looking at this, Johnson Asiedu Nketsia against Kennedy Japan. That will be a wild one, isn't it? Yeah, that will be a very serious one.
I mean, we just have to wait a bit more to see...